And welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So, apologies for the lack of... I did schedule a stream for last night, but my niece called and she really needed to vent. She's been dealing with a few issues on her end, and... yeah, I wound up talking with her for about an hour, so... that's why the stream was cut short, to say the least. Huh. I didn't realize I could actually travel to Deerford Village. Searing Falls, though, because I think that's where I've... because obviously Heravius was not the one to talk to there.
Slow and silent.
Let's go.
Oh boy. Oh shit. There we go. Oh yeah, and oh no, she's back to how she should be.
Ready, what?
Okay. Okay, which one went down there? Oh, the flame blight. Okay. God damn, more drakes? Sorry about that, need to sneeze. Holy shit.
A good shot with this.
Oop, hang on. There we go. Injured, barely injured.
Can't get a good shot with this.
What? This thing is moving.
God damn, how many fucking drakes are there here? Seriously. Yeah, she's down. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna be able to pull that one off.
No.
Oh, someone else leveled up.
That's not very good.
There we go. Holy hell. God damn it! How many of these fucking drakes are there? Seriously? Holy shit.
Putting us down.
How may I help? Architect worth and wrath! Lava!
Okay, he is not down yet. But damn is he close.
Ah, thick wood.
And not halt. What the hell can I get here?
That's not very
Mow. Right.
Yeah, I saw that coming. God damn. Oh, thank God. Prayer against restraint. Fuck me. I have a feeling I wasn't intended to come down here yet. Holy god damn. Well, a lot of level ups. Yay. Good God. Just good God. Inspiring triumph. Not that. Deprive the unworthy. Two per rest, so no. Oh. Reviving exhortation. Closest ally attacking. Okay, so Let's see, reviving exhortation could be handy, and it's one. Wow, one per encounter? Damn. Yeah, not a focus one. I'm thinking reviving exhortation. God damn, Adair just got the tar kicked out of him. Okay, that one, I think. Alright, so he gets a bunch of spells that are level 4. Yep, level 4. Barring Death's Door. Damn! Half minute of that, too. Prayer Against Bewilderment.
Following your lead.
Okay. Yeah, I think that one, because that'll end a status effect. Holy shit, Aloth got the tar kicked out of him. Let's see. Flame shield. Wall of Flame will be a nice one. Laura's writhing tentacles. Oh. Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, though.
Godwin's fire casts light in dark places.
Alright, doing a quick save, because goddamn. Okay, no, he's not doing squat on that. Oh, paralyzed, naturally.
Sure.
Really am not keen on going inside, I don't think. Oh, damn it.
I bring your...
There we go. Yay. Pearlwood Bluff. I think I'll go Kednois first, because goddamn. Just a second. Probably another fucking spam call.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
Sorry about that. It was my dad asking me about,
Right.
if I had any luck with the squirrels. Or with capturing more of them, rather.
Yes?
Okay, is she even attacking?
That's not very...
Oh, god damn it, no!
Might need some help here.
Oh, small flame blight apparently. Managed to get something there.
Hey. Wish I could have done something.
Okay, apparently immune to blind. So good to know. Okay. Yeah, aggressive. Oh, defense. Yeah, defensive. Not sure what the hell's going on with that then.
That's not really helpful.
Following your lead.
Oh, thank God. Holy shit.
Sure.
Yeah, payday. That's right.
You're a newcomer to the Deerwood as well. What do you make of it so far?
There seems to be trouble brewing. That seems to be a constant in these parts. If it isn't trouble with the Glenfathans, it's trouble amongst the Deerwoodens themselves. I find it strange that a people surrounded by enemies should tear at each other so. They're a rather refreshing bunch otherwise, I think. I've whiled away an hour or two talking to the regulars in one tavern or another, and everyone from the merchant to the servant has an opinion to share. Okay, may as well just keep pressing on in this area then.
Keeping quiet.
And I've apparently managed to stand up against the Drakes now. So yay. Oh boy. Ooh, I just got frozen. Ooh, actually. Try clear out. Ow!
Let's go.
That's it.
What?
Durance is still prone.
Dead on.
There we go. Boy, Durance got the tar kicked out of him there.
What? Huh?
Oh shit. I'll intercept the young Drake. Okay.
I bring your end.
Oh, Mark Trey is better. Yay. I mean, holy shit.
Sure. Margaret's fire casts light in dark. Nice and slow.
Quick save again. Okay. Saving now. Because I have a feeling that going in here is going to be one of the worst decisions I could have made. Like, there's going to be a full-blown dragon in here, I think.
A temple to Margaret if there ever was one. That's so for Olga. That's how you know she's excited.
Oh boy. Okay. Quick save.
Steady does it.
Scroll of Twin Stones.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Steady does it.
Slow and silent.
Another quick save, because I have a distinct feeling that this is going to kick my ass here. Oh, fuck me. Kale the Silent. Glowing, burning, spark. You, human thing. You come to take my spark, yes. What's the spark? Spark is an ember. Warm, glowing, beautiful. One day I will become a burning thing. Bright and terrible like my spark. I promise I didn't come to take your spark. Damn it. Oh, immune to dry. Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh boy, huh. Okay, that'll work. In a weird-ass way, but it'll work. Let's see. Oh, nice! Oh boy. position. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. Wrong target, wrong target.
Good shot.
Oh, shit.
No, Bobby.
Let's go.
Okay, good. Oh, it's per full rest. Shit. Didn't realize that.
I bring you.
Yeah, this had to have been... Oh, God! 113 damage. God damn. What the hell's my recourse here?
I'm here. That's right.
I shall.
Near death. You know what? Fucking worth it. Holy shit. Okay. Huh. Burning stone. A whore's cruel jest. The bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. What do you mean? This stone you carry. This is part of the bomb that destroyed Aothus, the God Hammer. What's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the Citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance, or Margaret merely put it here herself. Tell me about the God Hammer. Okay, you seem angry. Huh? No, it is not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems. That will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. Is it worth anything? Ha! Ask Aothus. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been. the market soon became flooded with pieces of the Godhammer, most of them no more than the trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry. Counterfeit. As there has never been a reliable way to judge a fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves, their value has plummeted considerably. Ask any shopkeep if he's interested, and he'll try to sell you his fragments instead.
Hello.
Holy shit. Oh! Well, +3 Constitution belt.
Let's see what lies this way.
Oh boy!
Fire shows me something new.
Hey,
Ow! Not worth it, I don't think.
Fire casts light in dark places.
But, huh. I mean, is that like a quest fragment, or... Yes, it is. Burning stone. Okay, I've got to look this one up. Okay. Cinders of Faith. Oh,
I'll
shit.
see what I can find.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna hire more security. There we go. Firga is... Okay, in the Ducal Palace. So I do have a reason to go there, then. Oh boy. Twelve and a half hours. But god damn that... whew. That hurt. I got one-shotted by that thing.
This elder of yours, he may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Politics, is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, huh?
I never return empty-handed.
Okay.
Good day, stranger.
Who are you? Ah, Deerwood politics. It changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up a conversation in the taverns than try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. The records. Ah, yes. Ivar Wolfgren. Oh, this is going to be interesting having,
Good day to you.
Temple? I thought this was a palace. It's both, really. It's the palace from which Duke Ivar governs, but it's also a place of honor and worship for Magrin, the goddess who led us to independence and who has always watched over our city. You seem upset. What's wrong? This is about the fires, isn't it? They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Only symbols. Is that why you're so distressed? No, I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. People need to see them more than ever these days. What does that mean? It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the hollowborn all over the city. The grieving families, the refugees. How could Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and test? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services, and Magrin is paid in pleasure, in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magrin's womanly heat. And this is shaking your faith? But I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. This will likely sound so far-fetched to someone like you. Lately I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash into the earth. Behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I get there... I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition. Well, worthless like so many of Magrin's flock, afraid of her god's tests. If Magrin speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. I journeyed to Searing Falls myself. This is what I found there. By the flame! Do you know what this is? It's a fragment of the Godhammer bomb. Yes. The very weapon that Magrin herself helped us build to defeat Widewind in the Saints' War. It's weird seeing it right in front of you like that, but before it was just stories. It never seemed real. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does this do? I'm gonna try and restore her faith. She entrusted the Godhammer to her followers. Perhaps she's trusting them again to end the legacy. Transformation through trial. It isn't an easy answer, but I would expect no less from my goddess. This woman hasn't been tried at all. Would that we were alone, I would take it upon myself to instill real transformation. One of the things I have always loved about Magrin is her affinity for fire, how it grows and spreads. You've given me what I need. I'll make sure to give the people of Defiance Bay the support they need. Now, let me tell you something you might need. A weapon. Extraordinary reputation gain. Unforgiven. Oh! What is this? Holy shit. Does he have the peasant one? Nope, he does not, and I don't think I do either. Weapon and shield style, but... Let's see, 13 to 18. Holy shit, that's a bump in accuracy. Oh yeah, there we go.
shall be discreet.
Oh yeah, records room. To finally talk to the guy for a dare. Wait a minute. No, that is not the records room. Where the hell's the records? Oh, probably up the stairwell then. I forgot about the whole... I genuinely forgot about the stairwell and all the busyness there. Actually, let's see. Construction finished in 8 hours. Good to know. Okay. Save again. Oh. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the whole... yeah. Thank you for coming, Gazrigar. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Foran. Earl Badamar's military advisor. He will serve as a witness for this proceeding. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you. I admit you've created a bit of stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Ketnois. Most are still not sure what to think of you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Ketnois is in question. Earl Badamar has issued a ruling on the matter. I trust the Earl to make a fair judgment. Your cooperation is duly noted and much appreciated. All will be made clear once Lord Gathbin arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? What do you know of Gathbin? Well, I've met him but once. It was ample time to determine the character of Lord Aladar Gathbin, or lack thereof. He is descended from an older Dairen line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rannick Gathbin, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war. That is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. Yenwood. When the Deerwood was a mere colony of Adir, it was divided into 9 earldoms. When the Adirans were defeated and ultimately driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed and borders were adjusted. The Yenwood was one such earldom. The Grasp is now the largest of 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as New Eomar, Gairen's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and, of course, Ketnois. Tell me about Earl Badamar. Earl Badamar comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance, some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Badamars govern the northern earldom, known as the Grasp. As to the current Badamar, he is as fine a man as I know. It is an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. Okay. Do you know which way Earl Badamar has ruled? I'm sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. What was that about Road Warden? The one who rules Ketnois on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official, yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. Your timing is impeccable. Here comes Lord Gathbin now. Yeah, he's gonna be absolutely insulted that a poser is usurped his rank, sort of thing. I'm sure of it. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Ketnois belongs to me by right. And where is this pretender? He who murdered the Raedricks, my own sister and her husband, and now steals my land. Where is this low-born wretch? This man here. This is the Lord of Ketnois. I thought he was just another servant. Perhaps a valet or porter. Part of me so wants to do that, but I'm gonna keep myself in check. Everyone who owns their own keep, raise a hand. Go on, don't be shy. Can we get on with this, please? Regarding the matter of the Gathbin claim on Ketnoir, Earl Badamar finds that the Gathbin claim was never relinquished. By law, Ketnoir is the rightful property of the Gathbin family. I knew it. I'm not yet finished reading, my lord. However, the Earl recognizes Gazragar's part in reclaiming Ketnoir, a site that has stood abandoned and even, some would say, cursed for over a century. Before Ketnoir is returned to the Gathbin family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathbin will provide compensation in the form of absolutely not. My lord, the amount is quite reasonable and a requirement for your land to be returned to you. If you'll just allow me to finish, I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant for my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message you can send that son of a whore. Keep your hands off me, you peasant! My lords, please, there's no need for violence. I'll be coming for what's mine. Count on it. Come, Captain Every. We're leaving. And Itumak just kind of wanders in. Well, I can't say that Gathbin's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. I've dealt with much worse. I hope you're right. In any case, Ketnoir now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathbin has rejected the Earl's decree. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Ketnoir. It's yours now. Please extend an invitation to Lord... boy. I don't know which way to go here, because that would be perceived as an insult. That would definitely be an insult. Yeah, every one of them would be perceived as an insult in some way. I'll just... Please extend an invitation to Lord Gathbin to feast with me within the halls of Ketnoir. There's no need for us to be enemies. That is a generous offer, and I'll make sure it reaches Lord Gathbin. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Gazragar. That was probably the diplomatic way to handle it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Hail and well met.
I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Red Sarens. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came here to settle as refugees. Of course, that policy is for the general public. Exceptions can be made for those who have already proven their worth. The rosters are in the front, the inventories of the dead in the back. Nice! My reputation has preceded me!
Woden Talesh died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relock. Blazing Glonfather names, I swear. Rayet Saris?
Oh.
I'll be the effigy. He fought for Rayet Saris. Why'd he fight for Rayet Saris?
We may not be meant to find out. No, not this. There's an answer. He always had a reason.
We gotta go there. That battlefield. Clea... the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw. And who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. Even worth trying, right?
I'll help any way I can.
I appreciate that. I wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, overwhelmingly good in Gilded Hero. Moderately good in Defiance Bay. Hero to Knights of the Crucible, ally, terror to House Dominel. I'm not exactly...
What? If doubts and curiosity plague, it was a weapon of Deerwood's people. The cost of troubling me seems to worry you.
So you don't know either? You know this nation is diseased. Don't need to be a watcher to see it in the children, the politics, the men that stalk the roads with knives in hands and murder in their eyes. This land needs life again. New seeds planted in the burned soil. And something tells me you can see the path to making that future happen, Watcher. Your kind always does. You won't find my truth lacking.
Hey.
Tell me about your brother.
Woden was, about everything you'd want your firstborn son to be. Dutiful, honest, put thought into everything he did. Real pain in my ass. Made me look bad about every way he could. It wasn't something he tried to do, but of course that just makes it worse. Not that he didn't get into trouble himself. He was just better about feeling guilty after. But we used to have this farmer near us, Hereward. Couldn't stop talking about how well he cared for his chickens. How their feathers were the whitest in town. Convinced the butcher to pay him double what the other farmers got.
Painted them?
Me and Woden got tired of hearing it. I was
Yep.
11, 12 at the time. We borrowed about 6 different dyes from the dyer one night. Dyed Hereward's chickens every color but white. Next morning, the butcher comes knocking, asking for 6 of the whitest chickens. We were feeling great, up until Hereward saw what we'd done. He just got on his knees and cried right there. All those colorful chickens around him, not knowing what to make of it. I thought it served him right, but I could tell Woden had other thoughts. Sure enough, the next day, every one of those chickens had been scrubbed down. They weren't white, mind you, but Woden sure tried. Never said a word to me about it, but I knew. That was Woden.
How the hell would you actually get a chicken to take a bath?
My parents, they always let us be who we were. Never told me to be more like him or anything like that. Which was good, because I was never gonna. What's on your mind? How may I help?
Okay. Yeah, I've got the Leaden key to think about first here. Alright, so over to Copper Lane. Because I absolutely need a rest. I might go Ked Noir first to be able to swap out for swap Sagani for Palagina. Oh yeah, that was where the... Yep, Dalton. And yeah, I kind of figured, you know, letting him do it would be the... Like, it'd be a lot harder on him, but at the same time, he'd feel like he accomplished something. And by freeing his lover's soul, I'm not sure whether they actually got married, but by freeing her spirit.
Good day to you.
Alright. Hey, there we go. Let's see, towers, library. think, yeah, curio shop. Okay. And, nah, I'm not gonna head back to Kednois. I'll do that after going into the Leaden Key hideout. Wait. The hell? Your beloved? What are you talking about? Who the hell is Dana? I genuinely don't remember. I mean, I feel kind of bad for Cendric there, but he also brought it on himself, really.
What?
Hello, guard. How about helping me? Maybe? Good God. Okay, I've got to look that one up. Because I genuinely don't remember who the hell Dana is. At all costs. Ah, okay. Yeesh. Alright, back down into the sewers. Finally. Temple of Vodka. Oh, what the hell's this? God damn. It has been a while.
I'm on the trail.
So let's see. I know Aloth is interested. I know that Kana is interested. Whoa, boy.
You are from Kratom, my boy.
Yes, I was born there.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order?
Well, I can honestly... Yeah.
As long as you are assured in your faith, the rest is not so important. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
Okay. Huh.
Laying low.
Hate, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves. And the fire shows me something new.
Yeah, I was meant to be here a lot sooner than this, I'm pretty sure. Staghelm. Ooh, nice. So let's see. Does she have any bonuses to dexterity? Really? Yeah, that works pretty well for her, I would say. This will be interesting. What's going on? I left my mask inside. Let me pass. Any idea what's going on around here?
I can do that. That's settled.
Well, it's not theft. The queen that was and still is. Eesh. Boy, that is... Why? For some reason that looks very squished, and I'm not sure why. Like, just this particular line.
Gods keep you.
By the flame, you startled me. Where's your mask? That's it. I knew I'd left something at home. Well, don't let anyone see you, see you without it. They're keen on anonymity. Tell me about the meeting. What do you know about these tasks? How can you be confident you're doing the right thing when you know so little? Passphrases. You can practice on me. State your name and purpose. Name belongs to the gods, hand to their service. Company do you seek? Company of shadows. Labors remain secret. Tell me of your labors. See that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried. You shall know by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul. Riddles upon riddles. What bones the gods have buried. It's very dramatic, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue. Sounds like we got it.
I'll take a look.
I just want to see whether there's anything up here.
Sea, which is not very.
I shall be discreet.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to fight my way through.
Keeping quiet.
And the fire shows me something new.
Primal Rock.
Back you, Claude! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Elf, pull yourself together! It's nothing. I'm fine. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. Oh, damn it. Oh, okay. Quick save. Yeah, I'll be the only one to go in, I think.
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now, state your name and purpose.
My name belongs to the gods, and my hand to their service.
What company do you seek?
I seek the company of shadows, that our labors may remain secret.
Tell me of your labors.
To see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried.
How do we know your purpose?
You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath on my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
It is sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits.
Ooh.
Does he wait still?
Yes.
Did they arrive?
Yes.
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
Run down estates or... Ah, okay. Heritage Hill.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
I shall. Show me the prisoner. Who are you?
Huh?
Torque of Defiance. Only usable by rangers. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice and slow.
What the well holds added. So what happens if everyone else comes in? Absolutely nothing.
Hello?
I have to laugh.
Hello?
Steward of Kednois has received a letter for you.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself. About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times. I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful. Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
I have none of her memories. Barath spared me that much, but her coarse manners and intolerable hill speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict, when the fuse is burned down and teeth are on edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation, she just acts. Sounds like you could take a few cues from her. Cues or vulgarisms? I've had to live with that hayseed for years. There's nothing to be learned from her. Nothing civilized, anyway.
Merely an annoyance. Although, Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
If it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
I'd like to know more about Isilmir. Such as? When did she awaken? My father was a strict man. He expected the best from his only child, and he didn't tolerate failure. At times, he could be rather adamant, particularly when he'd been drinking. Isilmir manifested on one such occasion. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics, only that he was more careful with me after that. You said that you'd learned to hide her a long time ago. My mother instructed me to keep her a secret after she had first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Even though Isilmir proved useful against my father, I trusted my mother's advice, and I've since come to see the wisdom behind it. Meerwald is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. Could I talk directly to her? Her usurpations are uncomfortable enough. I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. Oh, Valiant Embassy. Oh yeah, back in the first fires. Where are the Mad kept in Defiance Bay? And there we go. Whoop. And down to Brackenbury. Thankfully, the one fight didn't take much out of me, or any of the people in my group.
Welcome.
And damn it, need to go back to Copper Lane for... Yeesh.
You must have seen...
Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. The mountain halls of these northern dwarves. Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranganui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
I'm trying to think, did he accidentally catch her out in a lie or what?
Well met, friend.
An animator named Leaden asked me to retrieve the theorems of Pangram from the Elder Archives. Okay, didn't actually mean to do that one.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun little conversation, I'm sure.
Greetings.
I found the scroll, but, well, tell me about yourself. Even just one or two? I thought I was busy. I found the scroll, but Whale asked me to hide it again. Footpad's hood. Oh. Well, that was easy. Okay. Oh, okay. Apparently that's the expansion then. Theorems of Pangram. I've got to look this one up. Oh, okay. Interesting. And what is the long-term consequence here? Okay, I'll just take it. Shit. That was the theorems of Pangram, what? Oh, that was just about Pangram. Oh, I've got something going on at the keep. I am curious, like, when are you supposed to start the White March content?
Bring some damage squeezing her legs together.
It isn't a parlor trick. Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
She has backbone, that woman. Does it scare you?
No, but I won't be responsible for what happens if you call her whore.
Fair point. Down to Brackenbury again. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. I needed that stretch. Pardon me. Sorry about that, if it was actually audible.
Hail, traveler.
You'll never believe what I found. I'm glad this will be useful to you, but I don't suppose you could spare a little more? Ring of Eternal Funding. Hopefully that doesn't... +5 copper. Eh. Oh. Oh, God. Shit. Yeah. Recall agony? Ooh! Ow! Overwhelming wave. I mean, seriously, ow! That's pretty freaking nasty.
How do you do?
Does anyone here know about anything about awakenings? Yeah. They're up to something, and I'm trying to determine what. I suspect it's a patient. What do you know? Yeah, I don't think she has anything to do with it. I doubt this guy does either.
Welcome.
Well, at least they didn't cause a panic in front of the nobles. And downstairs. Reasonably sure that the Animancer is going to be this guy in here, with the chest that is sealed up. Looking for an expert on awakenings. Ooh, you're in luck. I have a volunteer. I don't know about this. I beg your pardon? Try to relax, but don't try too hard, then you will not be relaxing. Indeed. Now I will examine your soul through my scope. It is fitted with Adra lenses cut to different thicknesses and concavities. By manipulating them, I find the angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. It seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Isilmir more? I like that lady. But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Don't worry, I'm sure we won't hear any of it. Very well. To begin, tell me something personal. Something from a time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in the Sithwood. Talk about your parents. Oh. So apparently this is the Watcher's power. Mother is away most of the time, with the Thanes family, but I always know when she is coming home. Father's battles accumulate like a storm clouds on the horizon. His fits of temper become swifter and more violent. It still shames him, knowing that her hymnig to another man supports us better than his labors as a steward. This is good. I am starting to see something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awakened. I am in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles, that my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, the next I am sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of blood on the tile. His boots, glistening with fresh polish, thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up to shield my vitals. But it's pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against a field of black. Machicho! He's hypnotized himself with this old memory. You've got to bring him out of it. Quickly, I almost have it. You're safe. Everything's fine. This is just a memory. It isn't real. You know what? Yeah, no. He's near safe when I up upon him. That's it. I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading and congealing. Keep talking. He seems to respond to you. What brought you here? Cracking bones and voices, I and I. That warm molasses feeling that creeps down your gut when crisis is nigh. Perfetto! We are flares of a totally distinct essence. Now try to get the two of them talking. Isilmir, tell Aloth why you've awakened. Fie, he's the one needed me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in his shell. I never turned it over to you. Good, yes, very good. I can now see 2 separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty. Go on. Aloth, what's this about ceding space to Isilmir? I've given her nothing. She usurps me in my own body. Aye, and I lend him a pair, too. You should ask what I did that old man of his. Ah, the last time you laid a hand on us, I break it in 3 places. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. And I was awakening, but now I'm stuck with you, and damned if I let your ninnying drag us both through the scupper. Oh, very good. I think I've finally got something we can work with. I've tracked Izumia's essence throughout the exchange. She had a particularly high-density index during the most heated portions of their argument, and her essence seemed to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left ribcage. That's right around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy is to blame. That's utter horse shit. I'm not sure which voice to use there. Black bile, is it? They've certainly spat their share. It is a simpler explanation than I expected, all things considered. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation. You're close. I think Izumir's appearances are related to potential sources of trouble for Aloth. I suppose that could be true. I'll have to check this against other research. Well, then good for you, but what does this mean for me? She did you a favor by dealing with your father, didn't she? I think she's trying to help you stand up for yourself. You may not like her methods, but you should hear her out. If you had to listen to her half as much as I do, you wouldn't say that. I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Gazragar. Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been to me. I finally have material worth publishing. You'll be the toast of revoir, Fenter Aloth. Aye, advancing the right-wise principles of animancy. Just what you've always wanted. Please, I don't want my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense. No. You get your explanation, and she gets her research. That was the deal. I'm now gonna help you explain this one, Scholar Boy.
Aye?
This is gonna be fun. So, why did you want to take Belisazar's notes? Like I said, I didn't appreciate her prying about your parents. Yes? Why was your mother gone so often? She was invited to ride a hen-egg with a landed thane when I was very young. His estate was a 5-day ride from our home in the Sith Woods, so that was part of it. The real issue, however, was my father. Despite his initial agreement with the arrangement, father was never happy with it. He would hound and harangue my mother when she was home. He wanted to know whether she was intimate with the Thane, and no matter how many times she swore she wasn't, it was never enough. As you can imagine, that led to her coming home much less often, even though she still supported us financially. She shouldn't have abandoned you like that. What's a hemneg? A ceremony of marriage between folk and elf. Because the Adir mainland has historically been split between the two races, we have many institutions that are designed to normalize relations. Our monarchy is headed by folk, but an elven consort rules alongside the reigning God, I'm not even going to try those two. This is the most prominent example of Hamneg. In many cases, a Hamneg allows two households to pool resources. Among the aristocracy, Hamnegs... Okay. Sounds like your father had a problem with his temper. He had a problem with my mother's Hamneg. Even though they agreed upon it long ago that the financial benefits would be considerable, that it was a little different from his role as the Earl's steward, it ate at him. And so he drank and raged. When she was home, he raged at her, and when she wasn't, he raged at me. More than anything, he wanted me to become an arcane knight in the service of his Earl. I think he felt this would validate his chosen career and master. Nonsense. You accomplished that on your own, and you would have been fine without him pushing you. That's all I... So, Now you understand a little more about Isilmir. No thanks to that animator. My spleen, black bile. Come on. Belisage's methods were flawed, but you still learned something, didn't you? Only because you and I have a lick of good sense between us. But the average person? Show them a shiny gadget in the hands of an expert and they'll believe anything. Yeah. Not necessarily. Most people have, well, has its uses, but it's hard to say whether those outweigh the danger. It's too decentralized. There's no one to keep the practice in check. No uniform principles or guidelines. Putting that much power in the hands of a single authority is no better. That's not a perfect solution, but it's better than the chaos we have now.
Sure.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
Ready, Watcher.
Huh?
Good day to you. Sure.
The man who waits.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Oh. What do you do here? Oh. Aha. Is Azo busy with patients, or is he running some sort of experiment?
A simple test. That's settled.
The Pale Lady. Female, mid-40s, awakened to a past... Oh, God. Graham. Usgrim. I'm gonna save real quick because I've gotta know what the hell's in this thing.
Hello? Hello?
Steady does it.
Oh.
Well met, friend.
Okay, I am curious here. A voice from the past. Oh, shit. Whoops. So yeah, I kind of screwed the pooch on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna report in that he's conducting experiments on patients, if I'm able to. I was given a key, I know that, but...
Well met, friend.
Yep. Oh, nice. The man who waits. Oh, okay. Have any of the patients here been acting unusually? Oh. Different from their normal behavior, I mean. You can tell me. I'm going crazy too. Oof. Oh, God. You had it right before. There's nothing to do but live with it. What happened, Dazo? Oh. Hollowborn. Oh. Oh, God. That's dark. Oh, boy.
I'll take a...
A simple test. That's settled.
Raven Wing. Nice. Oh, shit. Wait, this is the North Wing? Seriously? Huh. Call me surprised. Quick save. Yeah, I know things are going to go to major shit here shortly.
I'll see what I can find.
Alright, there's the... Oop, Actually, let's see if I can talk to her about it.
Hail and well met.
There we go. Okay.
I can do that. That's settled.
Lead Golan. Wolfheart. Damn.
Huh?
Hey. Hey.
Huh?
What is the meaning of this?
I heard you were demoted. How did it happen? That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this? Odd man? That smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I'll never know. Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animancers all follow the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backwards and willfully ignorant as Red Saris. We would know nothing about life or death or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. I never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Ethelmore's right about this fellow at least. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. But he's fooled even himself. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In Animancy there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work. And that will be true until our work is complete. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an Animancer, or it will be no one at all.
I'm just gonna do these two to get them out of the way.
What is it now?
Have you tried your experiments on any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it now that Ethelmore's involved. I asked for volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something. I'd like access to the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. I've seen your records. I know what you're doing with them.
Those are private. You have no right. Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating. What is it?
I remember having learned about what exactly had happened with it. Not talking to him yet.
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets. Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
I doubt the wealthier citizens have the same experience. I'm sure they have their share of family members they'd rather forget. But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions? This is the cost of discovery. Someone... Oh. Oh god, no, not doing that yet. Because I've got a distinct feeling that Uskrim is the actual one here. You're afraid. Do certain visitors make you afraid? You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else. In your mind is a single word, and the word is no, but it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meager flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming a scream you can barely hear. Another night. Heavy footsteps outside your door. Coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, the artificial being just outside but facing left. Facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away and leaves. Oh boy. So, yeah. I'm gonna... Lost 420... Wow. What the hell happened there?
What is it now?
You've been experimenting on patients against their wills, mangling their souls. I've witnessed it with my own eyes. How could you possibly... Look, it had to be done. Ethelmore and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know. Had to know where I failed and why. Imagine the value if I'd succeeded. I had something that could make all those Huller infants into something like a real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years' research, who knows? No one has come that close with the legacy. It's why I have to continue, why I have to risk everything here working in secret. It's why you have to lie to Ethelmore for me. Tell him you've cleared me of all suspicion. We'll see.
I trust that you'll do what's right for Deerwood.
The same fools responsible for the cruel salvation thought they'd solved the problem too. A few years of study in a research lab doesn't give someone the moral authority to tinker with souls. Yeah, I am absolutely reporting the guy. He's ripping a guy's soul apart. I'm just glad I'm able to do it prior to anything else. And yeah, for those that weren't able to read before, I found out that Modred had ties to Helig, the necromancer in the tunnels that I summarily killed, and I could have gotten a quest out of him if I'd talked.
Good day to you.
Are you serious? I can't actually tell him. Yeesh. And normally I would have to be at work right now, but yeah, it's weird. And yeah, I know for a fact... Pardon me. But yeah, those flesh constructs are going to be turned by the boy. And the boy was the one actually waiting for the Leaden keys cue. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds. The same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors, unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work. Ludmilla. Wait a minute. No! Uh-huh. Making him think he had succeeded. Christ! What the hell is this thing? You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from that borrowed husk. A watcher. I believe we share a common past. I'm just looking for some answers. Is that so? I know your look. You hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. Shit. Subdue Ukrim? Yep, all the shit. Well, on the plus side, I now have...
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah, the constructs are... Yep.
Hi? Hey.
Helpful?
You're into something, anyway.
Following your lead.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, let's get in here where the patients are. Shit! So apparently all the patients are dead.
That's it.
Let's go. Go.
Hey. That's it.
Nice and quiet.
And as for, you know, what have I done? Genuinely, I kind of am not sure. Aside from just piss off the wrong person, apparently. Yeah, good call. Good call. And yeah, obviously it's a plot to make necromancy a lot less trusted. That much is rather... it's complicated. A patient of yours, Usgrim, was working for the Leaden Key only without knowing it. Or, actually, yeah, Azza was being influenced by a patient, but that patient really wasn't himself at the time. Oh boy. The Leaden Key would have... Well... Honestly, yeah, if I hadn't come along, Azzo's experiments would have eventually resulted in another scandal.
Well met, friend.
Oh. Didn't even realize Sagani... yeah, that's suitable. Accurate wounding shot, resilient companion. Yeah, that's not... well... yeah, sure. That way, Itamak doesn't die, you know, with a stiff breeze. Oh boy, that was interesting.
Good day to you.
Not much you can do in these parts without Lady Webb knowing about it. At least that's what I've heard. Guess it's true. How does she know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Yeah, sure. And I've got 2 other leads, one in Ah.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the Order.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
The people we intended to convert committed on... Sure.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Okay.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls. I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
Oop. Accidentally opened up the command console. Alright, so just finished the sanitarium, heading up to talk to Lady Webb. I thought they had some armed guards standing at the base of each stair. Oh, nope, up here.
I'm on the trail.
Oh.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
So it's true. Those spies of hers don't miss much.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend. Which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
I ran across a man in one of the ruins. It's important that I find him again.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known. Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. Must have been a special occasion. More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Whitaker's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about him?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many. Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member. Despite that, they are very good at what they
sorry, I managed to
owing
read
much
that.
to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands
What do you want from
when
me?
necessary. Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you. Yes?
Oh, God.
There was. He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
How old are you?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Bereth carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age. If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you, many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny,
But that
talented
would be
few
wrong.
pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable. Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway. A quiet day at home.
There's...
Well, let's hear it.
Found Theos in Brackenbury's sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me. It is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious. He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, try your best.
Cute. Okay, so let's see. I've got... Okay. So I do have to travel to Deerford at some point. I think I'll do Heritage Hill before packing it in for this particular stream.
Can I, talk to your, your friend? What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know. No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Not to mention getting your body hijacked by her to allow her to say it. Alright, now over to here.
Slow and silent.
Shall be discreet.
Just a regular crossbow. Apparently. Oh boy. Shit. Fuck me, he went down quick. Which makes sense given how many of them were on him in a freaking heartbeat. Holy shit, okay, that was a little more effective than I had figured it would be.
Indeed. Indeed.
That took a lot. I took a lot more damage there than I thought I would.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
Sure. Laying low.
And the fire shows me something new.
Shh.
Following your lead.
Yeah.
Okay, quick save.
Light, flame, and sound.
Speak the words you learned from the Leaden Key Acolyte. Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to come in here either way what last time I came through. Shit.
Let's go.
Keeping an eye out.
Aldhelm's Journal. Trindig's letter.
Nice and slow.
Now this I haven't seen before. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey.
Well, that was quick. Day 2.
Right.
Okay, I'm giving myself that insect swarm stuff then. Scroll of Tanglefoot, I don't know.
And what does the flame reveal?
I'll see what I can find.
Alright. Stealth up the stairs because I don't want to get ambushed as soon as I come out.
Let's go. Suck.
Were they made on Sawu?
Letter from Acantha. Ah, yes. Yeah, the cannibalistic ghoul. Or the intelligent ghoul, I guess, would be the better way to put it.
Keeping quiet.
Bob.
Nice and slow.
I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can find.
So they left, apparently?
I'll take a look.
Alright. Back to stealth. Sneaky, sneaky.
Keeping an eye out.
I shall be discreet. Let's try this configuration.
Yep.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
If I had a copper skate for every fool animator whose thirst for knowledge led to a disaster, well, I never would have ended up in Gilded Vale, that's for sure. Whatever happened, I just need you to give me the facts. Please.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him.
Ah.
The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
They were slain in their sleep.
And the machine. This cursed spire. dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
As exciting as the prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that, given mention of a machine and a masked figure both, there is another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Where to go? That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does the machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
So this attracts souls, apparently. Like a bug zapper.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglanfath?
Good question.
No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
There was a stranger in the tower that night. The night this happened.
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
You're not like the ghouls in the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. You could help. Help me end this.
What happened to the rest of your team?
Find sustenance. By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities. Then...
Wait, runes? The Ingwithan runes? She can read them? He speaks of this feat so blandly. Let's talk to this Harridan, Gazragar. I'd pick her thoughts a time.
Yes. Acantha.
This is an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, although not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. Oh, nice. I'm assuming leave would leave me right at the top. Huh. Managed to converge almost simultaneously. Yeah, she's gonna be more than a little pissed about the lack of food, I think.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I saw you in a vision. There's something you need to do for me.
Believe me, I've heard that line before. It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That Simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is. He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
Tell me the tower's name. Well, I'm actually humble Aldhelm now by demonstrating the value of your research. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
You seem to know a lot about Ter Nuneth.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Where would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, I don't know.
Why would the Inquithans have wanted tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Inquithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
How do you operate the machine atop Ter Nuneth?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
Uh-huh. What? But what good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her, Gazragar, an entire language at your fingertips and she hides it away. And who will know about it? Knowledge is meaningless unless it's shared. Your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. Will that really be enough for you? Okay.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours.
God, that pulsating noise.
These are the words you need.
Oh.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
Speaker of dead tongues now, and so he surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in the matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me. You said the other towers around the Deerwood were constructed to move souls. Why would the Inquithans have wanted to do that? Okay. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful.
Okay.
That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
It seems your ravenous new friend has just given us the key to ending this wretchedness for good. And now that we've seen what this machine is capable of, I do hope you're not squeamish about the loss of a few hundred souls. I'm genuinely surprised I didn't screw myself over by releasing her captives. I did. Okay, good. I did assign her.
Must go.
Yeah, it's weird to be home on a work day. I gotta admit. Oof.
Flesh.
Yeah, let's just get this done. And? Seriously? That's it? Yeah, I wasn't gonna overload the thing.
Still and silent. It's finally over. Still and silent. It's finally
over. To finish his thought. For some reason it looks foggier. Oh, damn it. Okay, I've got to reload that autosave because I didn't anticipate getting a chat as soon as I went through the door. I figured I'd have to approach and talk. I mean, it makes sense that I would get the chat right through the door, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. Yeah. Alright. Actually, let's see. What quest do I have still? Child of 5 sons, so I need twin elves for Pelagina. Cliffs overlooking... Okay, so the bluffs. Sure, I'll go there. Why not? Really should have saved beforehand in case one of the prisoners makes a break for it again.
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
Keeping an eye out.
Light, flame. sound.
Oh God.
That's not good.
Following your...
Okay, I think that's it for the time being. I'll save that for next time. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you sometime later this evening. I've got to go eat, and in the meantime, have a nice day.